Yo, what's up, guys? It's Joshua here. Welcome to another video. And so, what if I told you guys, or what if I showed you guys an automatic way in which you as an epoxy flooring business can actually collect 5-star online reviews from your happy customers and eventually filtering out the bad ones? So, in today's video, I'll be taking you guys through an AI review system that is changing the game in how local businesses are, collecting online reviews and eventually boosting their reputation, sales, and raising their trust level or their trust but to this level. So yeah, without much further ado, hope you guys are going to get so much value. Let's step into it. So what we need to realize is that most businesses, if not many of them, are actually losing a lot of customers because not because they have a bad service, or not because of this, not because they're not making the quality epoxy floors and all that. It really ties to a simple factor, and something that relates kind of to this video, and that is they have this poor way of managing their reviews, if not to call it manual way of collecting the reviews. But currently, right now, we have AI to do that for us, so we can automatically collect 5-star real online reviews from your happy customers and then filter the bad ones. Yes, and so most of the businesses are still relying on these manual review collection processes, which are really poor and inconsistent, and eventually makes them lose a lot of customers or a lot of reputation, basically, which eventually will trickle down in them losing a lot of revenue, because having a one just having a one review that is really excellent and good can really trickle down and make everything simpler. You don't even have to run ads. You don't even have to have so much of the organic content and all that, because most of the people are just on, scrolling on this. Most people actually not on these online platforms like Facebook and Instagram, these social media platforms and all that. So most of them will find themselves in other home advisor groups or in other, you know, search engine platforms. And so when they see, or when they're interested in the service and they're maybe just scrolling online looking for companies that epoxy flooring businesses that have this service, and then they get to find your business or your company having a bad review from the first one to the last, then definitely the trust level just kind of goes down. And so they'd rather choose someone who has two good online reviews rather than someone who has barely any review. And so reviews really play a really important role in terms of just building the trust, because yes, apart from having the educational content and having AI nurturing the leads, booking them on the appointment, sending them to the landing page, and throwing these leads with the educational content and all that. Sometimes most of these leads just need, as I've been saying, just they just need some time to think through. And so in this period is when they later get to, have a deep kind of a gold mine research on your company, whether you guys are trustworthy, whether you are claiming to do what you are saying to do, maybe through your ad. Maybe they've seen your ad, but they still have trust issues. They still don't trust whether you guys are going to deliver your service. So reviews actually play a major role in just kind of closing this gap that is there, this trust deficit that is there. So the AI review system I'll be taking you guys through is one that is is basically integrated within the all-in-one CRM, Go High Level CRM. And so yes, the Go High Level CRM currently enables you, instead of you as the business owner, instead of looking or having these manual processes of looking out for reviews and all that, AI can do that automatically without lifting a finger. So once the service is done, once you have a happy client, someone who got the epoxy floor and they're happy of what you guys did on the epoxy floor and all that, then AI will do that automatically without you reaching fast, or without you having that burden of reaching out, trying to follow up with these people each and every time with a busy schedule and all that. AI is going to do that automatically, following up on them, and it really does this intelligently. So yeah, just starting up, we have the SMS review request setup. So this is where there's just kind of a design to automate review requests effortlessly. This is where you'll be setting your SMS delivery post check-in. So once you're done with the client, should the AI send the SMS immediately, or maybe after 1 day, 24 hours, or maybe after 2 days and all that. So this is where you'll just basically be kind of putting or inputting when to send the SMS after the work is after the service is done. And actually this, just as I've said, this is going to take place within GHL. So just as I've been saying in the initial videos, the AI is going to be moving these leads within the sales pipeline. So if a lead who was registered as a done service as the service completed, then the AI is going to automatically remove the lead from service completed to review request stage pipeline. I'll be showing that sales pipeline in a few. So this is where the AI now comes in place. The AI is going to is going to decide. It's you to decide or tell the AI when to send the SMS or the review request rather. So maybe if you want the review immediately, then you'll you'll show AI, okay, I want once the review is done, once the lead moves from the done service stage pipeline to review request stage pipeline, then send the SMS to request for the review and all that. So apart from that, the feature within the AI review system has also a smart repeat feature. So most of these guys really have busy lives and all of that, so they'll end up not even seeing the SMS message, or some of them will see the message and later ignore. But with this simple AI review system and this feature, we are able to constantly remind these guys. So you are able as the business owner to kind of customize when how many times do you want to be reminding these guys on them, or reminding them to give you or to send you a review, a good online review. So is it after 3 days? Do you want to be reminding them after 3 days? Do you want to be reminding them after a week? Because we need to understand these guys also, these people also have busy lives and all of that. So they just need, I've been saying this, they need to be pushed. Basically they need to be followed up on and all that. That is where AI comes in place, because for you as the epoxy fabricant, you can't do this manually. That is why I say AI is far much better than doing it manually. Because if you're to be collecting reviews manually, you'll find you'll end up burdening yourself and tearing off, because you just can't keep following up from the first lead that has the service completed to maybe the 70th lead or the 25th lead and all that. So it just becomes a burden. But AI does this automatically, and it does this at the same time simultaneously. So without any burden, without any effort, it does this 24/7. So we'll use our smart repeat feature every 3 days until clicked. So until they click the SMS is when we'll now stop following up, and then send other customizable messages in response to their in response to them clicking the SMS. So we'll send them every 3 days until clicked. Max can be 3 retries for consistent follow-ups without manual work, and eventually boosting your reputation easily. Then the second stage of the AI review system, we have the SMS template, the SMS templates management. So this is where we are able to craft from scratch or pick pre-built options. This is just a section where you are able to create these SMS templates. SMS templates are just basically this small, or this kind of how you are able to reach out to these prospects. So as an example, from what you can see there, this is just an example of the SMS template. Hi there, thank you for choosing uh, San Antonio Epoxy Flooring. Will you be willing to take 30 seconds and leave us a quick review? The link below makes it easy. So the good thing about this AI review system, we already have pre-built SMS templates. So instead of starting from scratch or trying to create your own perfect message on how you can reach to the lead, for the review, AI already has the pre-built SMS template. So it's just a way on how you can craft your SMS message to be able to reach to these guys. So just as an example from there, thank you for choosing our company. Leave a quick review. Then within the SMS message, you have the reputation review link. So the good thing with this, you can actually personalize the message to make it so personalized, so these people can actually feel you're not just there, because some people actually resistant with this, so they'll actually have to decide whether they can give you a review or not based on how you've delivered the service and all that. But if you send it in actually a person, if you send it in a more personalized way, they seem more comfortable and confident in even sending the review so immediately without any hesitation whatsoever. So you can personalize the SMS template messages instead of manually sending these messages and sometimes having some errors within the SMS and all that. So the good thing with this, AI does it so intelligently, so it knows how to respond based on the lead's response to the initial message, which was on requesting a review from them. So we'll personalize with dynamic fields, like for instance, John or John from San Antonio, New Jersey, for a branded high impact experience, all optimized within the CRM you go high level. So this is just a way on how you can create the new SMS template. You can create the SMS template from scratch, or you can use the pre-built templates. So I'd rather go for the pre-built templates because this is just based from what can work, or what is evident to work, basically. So instead of having that manual process of starting from scratch and all again testing on which type of messages or which form of messages will work and all that, just go with the pre-built templates. They will work definitely better than starting from scratch. So you have the SMS template library. We have we have all templates. This is where we have the request, a review, happy experience check-in, review and reward. And then we come to a very interesting stage. This is where we have the retry stages. So here is basically when or where, for instance, if we reach out the first time to request a review with a message like, hi John, thanks for choosing San Antonio Epoxy, could you take 30 seconds to leave us a quick review? The next time we're reaching to these guys, maybe after they clicked, we are not going to reach out to them with the same templated messages, like with the same request a review SMS template. The next time we're reaching out to them, once they clicked the first review message, is with the happy experience check-in. This is just a random example. So just checking in, John, if you haven't had a chance to review, here's the link again. Okay, this can also apply if they never actually clicked the link. Understand? So if they never click the link and we are constantly following up, because just as I showed you guys initially, we are able to kind of input the maximum number of retries on which you as the business owner wants to reach or follow up with these leads. So you're not just sending the first message and then giving up and then eventually not following up. They'll eventually you'll eventually leave the leads and they'll fall through the cracks and all that, and so it will be difficult again to kind of follow up with them. So basically what really entails here is that we have an advantage where we're able to send different templated messages. So you're not just sending the same retry messages each and every time in each and every time of following up with the leads. So you're not just sending the request a review. For instance, day one we sent them this, and then the next day or the next time we're reaching out, we also send them the same message that we had sent previously. No, that is not just how it works. So once we send them maybe a request a review in the first stage, the next time we're reaching out to them, we're sending them a different message to personalize the experience. So we're not just sending robotic, SMS messages to these guys. They'll definitely switch off and will not be interested. So you want to make the experience so I don't know how to call it, but we want to make it so personalized and enjoyable to them, to make them send the review to you as the business, basically it. So we can send for the second retry stage, you can send just checking in. If you haven't had a chance to review, here's the link again. So for for the maybe the third initial the third retry stage, when we're reaching out to these guys, we can now try and have a bait and trap approach, where we try and give them try and incentivize them basically. So you can have like, hi John, leave a review for San Antonio Epoxy and enjoy a small thank you gift. Most people won't mind having a free gift only for for a review and all that, so they'll definitely leave the review. They'll definitely click the review link and give you guys the review, because just as I told you, these guys want to be constantly pushed and followed up on. So most people are just nowadays, most people are just lazy. So you really need to top up your game in terms of following up and just consistently being top of the mind. So if you're just following up for one day for a review and then giving up eventually, then it will really become difficult for you as a business owner. So you just must pace your follow up and ensure that you are always remaining or staying top of mind on this guy's yeah, basically staying top of mind. Yeah, so for the set SMS template, we have a new template, retry one. You can have for retry one, you can have request a review. The retry two, you can have happy experience. Retry three, you can have a reminder, just reminding you, John, we were requesting maybe for we were requesting if you could leave a review for us and all that. Then retry four, you can then opt for a review and reward. Basically, that's just it. So yes, so yes, that's just it. This is just part of the explanation within the set SMS template, just from what I've been saying. So this allows you to assign distinct templates to each retry stage. This is still a continuation of the set SMS template. So it allows you to assign distinct templates to each retry stage, spanning from retry 1 to retry 5. It empowers you to meticulously customize each message, adjusting tone and content perfectly to align with the progression of the reminder journey. You get that? So when we send, perhaps, just as I said, when we send a happy experience, just checking in if you haven't had a chance to review, we can't send the same templated message when perhaps tomorrow, when in the progress of reminding them of reminding them to leave a review and all that. So this is why this AI review system actually gives us a high advantage and a benefit. We can be able to customize our messages, so you're not just sending the same templated message, because nowadays with all the AI and all this stuff, people are so fast in noticing whether something is robotic, whether something is just from AI and all that. So we need to ensure that we have that human touch in terms of our messaging, and in terms of requesting these guys for their reviews and all that. So retry one, we can offer gentle invitation such as, hi Mary, or hi Leon, we'd be delighted to hear your feedback on San Antonio Epoxy. Review link, we give them the review link there. Retry two, we can introduce now urgency. So hi again, Leon, haven't yet reviewed San Antonio Epoxy. Here's your link. Retry three, we can present now an enticing incentive such as last opportunity and blah blah blah. Receive a special thank you gift. So that's just it. Yeah, this is basically part of the small illustration there. No need to emphasize much on that. So the next stage of the AI review system, we have the review balancing. So this is where you, as the epoxy flooring business, are able to automatically distribute your review requests across your multiple social platforms. So back then, before all this was there, before all this AI review system was there, businesses would do this manually. And I'm telling you, this is so difficult when you're doing it manually. It's number one, it's taking a lot of time. Instead of focusing on or what you do best, instead of focusing on what you do best, which is making the epoxy flow, you end up, if you're a business who's not uh, focusing on organic content, and you're also not running ads, and you only rely on reviews as your, maybe source of lead generation, or your lead generation channel, then you end up wasting a lot of time just in collecting reviews and all that, doing it manually, trying to distribute reviews that are to be sent, on Facebook, or reviews that are to be sent on Yelp, or reviews that are to be sent on Home Advice and all that. So you end up having this messy review distribution basically. But now with AI, AI is going to do this intelligently based on where it sees the potential, and by potential I mean where it sees most of your leads having that potential of reaching out to you once they see the online reviews and all that. So as seen in the review balancing toggle within the review link section, this simple tool ensures your feedback is evenly spread for a robust online presence. So how does this work? With a simple switch, the AI system intelligently balances reviews, directing 50% to your GBP, Google Business Profile, 50% to Facebook by default if unconfigured. So you can fine tune this also by distributing to align with your strategic goals. So if you want to have a more leveraged presence maybe on Facebook, then definitely you'll just tell AI, I want more reviews on Facebook, or I want more reviews on Google Business Profile. I want maybe 50% on Facebook, or 50% on Google Business Profile and 20% on Facebook. And so with this, you'll maximize visibility across platforms like Yelp, Trustpilot, or more. Value of this: eliminating the risk of over-reliance on a single platform. So you're not only relying on Google Business Profile, while yet you could be having so many leads on Facebook who are not aware of you as the epoxy flooring business in San Antonio delivering the quality floors and all that. So this is just how this gives you the value, and eventually enhancing your credibility and reach. So you have a mass audience of leads in each and every platform, distributed evenly and all that. So this is the simple toggle that we were talking about in the simple explanation here. So with the simple toggle review balancing, but there are still some steps that come initially before this. So apart from that, we have a branded custom link. So instead of the old complicated way of managing reviews, our system creates a one branded custom link that acts as a central review collection hub. So this is just, by branded custom link, I mean if your San Antonio epoxy flooring, if your San Antonio epoxy floor, you only have a branded custom link for belonging to San Antonio epoxy floor. So you're not having a one size fits all review link for different businesses, maybe for one in New Jersey, one in San Antonio, one in Oklahoma, anywhere basically. So you're only having a specific custom link for your specific business as a whole. So this link is going to act as a central review collection hub. This is the link that will be sending within the messages, the SMS messages that are going to be sent to these leads. Within those messages, we're going to be having this link. So once the leads see this link, or maybe in this case, no, not really leads, because these are already clients, leads who have their service completed and all that. Once your customers have this message, they see this message and they see this link, they're able now to send their reviews through that one branded custom link, and all the reviews from all the customers go to a central hub. So they're not going to Facebook separately, they're not going to Google Business Profile, they're all being collected in one central hub as a whole. And then it's from there where AI now decides where to intelligently distribute them based on your specific goals, or your desired goals as a business. So if you want 50% on Facebook, 20% on Google Business Profile from the one branded central custom link, it depends on you. So that's just it for the review distribution, how AI does this intelligently. So this is where you'll be setting up your custom link, then saving, and then AI is going to do the rest based on what you tell it and your desired goals. So integration of platforms. Of course, we need to integrate the platforms that we need our reviews distributed to. So AI is not just doing it magically. So we first need to tell AI, based on the platforms integrated within the CRM, AI must know first, do you want your reviews on Facebook, or do you want your reviews on Home Advisor, Yelp? So before that, we must do it manually. We must integrate these platforms within CRM, and then it is from there where AI is going to detect automatically, okay, I've seen you have Facebook, Yelp, Home Advisor, as platforms integrated within the CRM, then definitely these are the platforms where you need your reviews distributed to, and AI is going to do the rest. So elevate your review collection with the FlowX marketing review system. This is just an integration of platform, a cutting-edge capability that connects your business to a wide array of review ecosystems. How does this work? Simply select your desired platform, just as I've said, Google Business Profile, hotels.com, just an example. Click integrate to link it to your custom review link. So select your review platform, drop down in the review balancing setup, allows you to the select your review platform drop down in the review balancing setup allows you to choose and configure these connections, though a no data prompt indicates setup is needed to activate links. So that's just basically it. So you integrate and you link it to your custom review link and leave it to AI. AI is going to intelligently decide where to send it best on where you need your reviews, or where it rather thinks that you can leverage a good amount of reach or credibility. So that's just it for that review balancing. As you can see, the review platforms, this is where you choose the review platforms and you configure a link here. Yes, so just as a step-by-step how the system works. Number one, custom link creation. We must create your custom link, your custom review link, branded with your business name. You must have a professional appearance. Don't just have something that seems crooked or old. You need to have something that speaks of excellence and professionalism as the epoxy flooring business. So you have a single link for all the review campaigns, a link that is easy to remember and share. Customer experience, customer journey. Customer clicks the link, the customer is taken to a branded review portal, leaves the review, system processes. What the customer sees professional, branded review page, your business logo and colors, simple, user-friendly review form, no confusion about where they're reviewing. So guys, you just must be professional and excellent in this. So we don't want to end up confusing these guys, because people really don't like having things that confuse them oftenly, more so when they are basically on their phones or online and all that. They just end up clicking off, and because they see it as something wasting their time and all that. So we want to make it so seamless and easy without any friction or confusion and all that. Step 3, platform integration setup. So after creating your custom link, you will connect the platforms where you want reviews distributed. The available platforms here: Google My Business, Facebook reviews, Amazon, Yelp, TripAdvisor, etc. So the integration process, you'll click integrate next to the desired platform. Then the system connects to your business profile on that platform. Then reviews from your portal can now be sent there, right? You can see this. So the platform then becomes part of your review distribution network. Basically just what I've been saying. Then the review balancing. This is where the magic happens. This is where the AI automation kicks in. What does review balancing do? It analyzes your current review distribution across the platforms. So if it sees in Facebook or if it sees in Yelp you're having a low amount of review distribution, then it sees this as a target. So it automatically decides where each new review should go, right? So it ensures no single platform gets overloaded. So AI will not just have this biased approach where you're only looking at Facebook as the only review distribution network and leaving the rest. So AI is going to intelligently look at your platforms. Where does this guy need reviews that can, act as a leverage to him and eventually trickle down in bringing more leads who are seeing these good online reviews and all that. So it ensures no single platform gets overloaded and maintains optimal review spread for maximum impact. Before, the manual way: week 1, you will manually send 10 customers to Google. Week 2, you will manually send 5 customers to Facebook. Week 3, manually send 3 customers to Yelp. Result: inconsistent, time consuming, easy to mess up. But now after the AI comes in place to balance, system automatically distributes. So 50% are going to Google, most important for SEO, right? 25% to Facebook for social proof. Facebook majorly deals with if you're someone who's running organic content and all that for social proof, 15% to Yelp, local discovery, 10% to industry platform. The result from this: perfect balance, zero manual work. So guys, that's just it for this whole AI review system. This is something that you as a business can really and easily integrate within your business, not something complicated. And so yeah, that's just it for this video. By the way, if you're a business, epoxy flooring business, and you want this simple AI review system, nothing much complicated, integrated within your business, I'll leave a link down within the description. We'll have a chat. We'll see if this can work and if this is a good fit. Anyways, see you in the next one. Thanks.